Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar by solutionXchg on electronic invoice management for SAP Accounts Payable. This session is part of our knowledge injection series. We're happy you could attend and hope you'll find the presentation interesting. My name is Chris McCaughan, and I'll be your host throughout the session. Up front, a few administrative items. Our presentation will take about 15 minutes. A few procedural and technical notes on this. All participants are on mute during the full duration of the webinar. Please post any questions or concerns through the question function in your administration panel on the right-hand side. If you cannot hear us or cannot see the presentation, please also alert us through the question panel. We will send out a transcript to those who are interested after the webinar. Please let us know via email, info@solutionxchg.com. That's info@solutionxchg.com. Let's dive right into the topic. Our featured speaker today will be my business partner, Jochen Hager. Jochen, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Jochen Hager. I'm a managing partner with solutionXchg, and I'm happy to be with you today and present to you our session on electronic invoice management for SAP. It's part of our knowledge injection series. We do small clips of about 15 minutes in duration and pick specific topics of interest to people in the SAP community. We have been working with SAP-centric document management processes for over 15 years, and we're happy to share some of that know-how and knowledge with you today. Let's move on right into the presentation, to the next slide. If you take a look at today's financial operations, specifically in large corporations, you will notice that the challenge never stops. Cost reductions throughout the organizations happen, whether the general business environment is good or it's bad. It's a given that organizations, specifically large and public organizations, have to improve year over year over year. Internal and external benchmarking requirements need to be met every year, and that the benchmarks are getting tighter and tighter. Many companies start on International Performance Corporation. India compares against Asia, compares against Europe, compares against similar factories in the United States. So it is very important to adhere to best-in-class process definitions and figure out how you can improve your business processes to be in that category. One element to achieve that is centralization in regional shared service centers. Those need to be measured. You need the best tools to be comparable to other shared service centers, and it is not uncommon with these shared service centers that there is a cost distribution throughout the organization. So a shared service center is not only a cost center in itself, it becomes a cost item for every department in the organization. And therefore, SLAs for shared service centers get tighter and tighter every year, with individual departments in organization being less willing to pay a larger share of administrative cost. So how can you improve that? Looking at specifically at invoice management. Well, if you manage your incoming invoices, you can manage your liability better. The invoices due. You can work on cash flow considerations. You can take advantage of early payment discounts. You can eliminate penalties for late payment. You can improve your payment conditions, take advantage of potential discounts, secure more favorable payment terms with your suppliers. You can speed up response to inquiries, make responses more complete thanks to internal visibility. You can create clear processes, clear responsibilities, and prompt responses internally and externally. You can manage information, empower your whole AP team to handle resolutions faster, cheaper, and more efficiently. Specifically with a tool I want to highlight today, showing some of these functionality with a tool called the XOT Invoice Manager, which presents a huge step in the right direction. The XFT Invoice Manager allows for streamlined AP processes. These processes result in fewer errors, no misrouting, no lost invoices. You can take more payment discounts and therefore have more cost-effective processing. You control your invoices from beginning to end throughout the process. You can have constant insight into process metrics. How many scanned invoices do we have today? How many invoices are scanned with particular shared centers? How many invoices are routed for approval? How many invoices are pending decisions, internal or external resolution? How many invoices are posted and paid in a given period of time? With those measurements, you can manage to better uh, to better performance in all these areas. Many efficiency improvements come with the solution. Automatic pre-filling of posting transactions, just to mention one of them. An automatic three-way match, even dark posting scenarios when you employ OCR technology, optical character recognition technology, to extract data off invoices and automatically enter it into the invoicing process. And with complete process transparency in the documented history, there is no questions who did what, when, and where in your invoicing process. Taking a look at the general invoicing process, you start with sorting the incoming paper. Paper gets scanned, and then in many cases today, sent through an OCR software that allows you to extract relevant data of the invoice. Many OCR software packages already at this point integrate with the ERP system and pull information on the PO from the ERP system to compare line item information at a very early stage. Once the OCR information is made ready for processing, it's handed over to the XFT add-on module in SAP, where it undergoes additional validation and is then entered into an invoice receipt journal, where you can track all your invoices, you can process them, you can see the status, you can see what relevant correlated information, be that the PO, the goods receipt, or workflow history on an approval process. There is post-processing capabilities, integration with mail and notes functionality, and integration with an automated letter generation program that allows you to quickly respond to suppliers in case there is any questions, discrepancies on price or quantity. The Invoice Manager, therefore, becomes a central invoice receipt journal. It's your control center for managing incoming invoices. It gives you date information, gives you agent information. It gives you information on which invoices are based on a PO or are non-PO invoices. You can directly jump into the posting document. You can see currency and value of invoices. You can tally up, you see your liabilities. You can extract current payment status and manage your cash discounts. All from one centralized screen, all controlling the workflow processes and all your subsequent posting transactions. So the benefits of the XFT Invoice Manager really are a deep integration with SAP FI and MM, great data consistency, automatic validation of invoice data against master data of the invoicing party, and the available purchase orders and goods receipts. Process support through automated workflows with invoice post-processing, complete process transparency and compliance because there are no integration gaps. In addition, we have a internal and external work group, our invoice management work group that meets regularly, at least twice a year, to exchange experience and know-how and help each other to become better at invoice processing in large organizations. So summarizing what we have seen, with a solution like the XFT Invoice Manager, you can optimize cash management, you can reduce cost, strengthen internal controls, and improve service levels and visibility. By enabling Finance Manager to improve cash flow, capture discounts, eliminate penalties, improve productivity for finance, line of business managers and employees, and reducing operating costs, eliminating the cost of copying, filing, and transporting all related documents. You can increase control and visibility with automated segregation of duties. Smoother audits due to line access to audit trails and backup are also a benefit of the solution. Self-services for line managers becomes available, for employees, for suppliers, for customers. You can reduce cycle times to less than 5 days for an invoice coming in the door and being fully processed. That allows you to reduce process errors and increase your performance metrics and monitoring capabilities. The XFT solution is a fully SAP certified solution. It is an add-on that is installed in your SAP system as an installation package, very similar to a transport. It's 100% ABAP based. It's SAP certified. We go through a delivery and product release process that generates a new version every year, which is thoroughly tested, following strict German testing standards. And all the support is done through the SAP Service Marketplace, where XFT maintains a specific part number that allows you to start any query support request exactly the same way you start an SAP support request. You go into your SAP Service Marketplace, you enter your support number and create a request. That request is then routed through SAP's technology to our engineers, and our engineers have the same secure access to your SAP systems as SAP itself. So with that, we have full capabilities to diagnose and triage the error situation and provide you a fix as soon as possible. The XFT product portfolio does not only include the XFT Invoice Manager, but also the XFT Personnel File, the Contract Manager, and many other productivity solutions for SAP business scenarios. It's based on the XFT Task Manager and Compliance Cycle, as well as the XFT Queue Manager, a solid platform that allows you to manage documents within SAP on a transaction-oriented basis and ensures that no document gets ever lost in the process, and there is complete visibility, whether on a technical level or on a business level. What is it solutionXchg provides in this? solutionXchg offers complete business process analysis, SAP module customizing expertise, and project management expertise. We have been in the enterprise content management market for over 15 years, and we have done many service projects around archiving in SAP. We support the full XFT business suite with all their business packages and scenarios. We rely on KGS archiving components and use Eternity secure storage to safeguard your documents to the highest level. For data archiving capabilities, we offer PBS software and TJC software packages to monitor your data archiving processes. And this concludes our short knowledge injection webinar. If you have any further questions, please contact myself, Jochen Hager, or my business partner, Kristen Gerling, or Chris McHagan for any further questions. Thank you very much. And Chris, I hand it back to you.
Thank you, Jochen. This concludes the presentation section of our webinar for today. We hope you enjoyed and got some knowledge bites and got some good takeaways away from our presentation. Please feel free to contact us please feel free to contact us at any time at info@solutionxchg.com. That's info@solutionxchg.com. Thank you very much for attending our webinar today, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Until next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.